Good day, sweet, magnificent mother truckers. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill. And yesterday, well, for me today, for you yesterday, World of Tanks announced exactly what they are going to do with the light tanks. And this is quite important conversation. I will see what do I see wrong from this or what do I see right from all of this. And just let's see how the next patch will look like, shall we?
Light tanks will get an important revamp in Update 2.4. A new role system. Changes to lots of vehicles' characteristics. Reworked matchmaking. And a whole host of other improvements will underscore the gameplay of different light tanks and make battles more balanced.
First things first, did you felt like you were in party? Because I did. I mean, it's like 1 in the morning now, but still.
Heavy tanks, medium tanks, and tank destroyers in the game are all divided into several roles. But light tanks, apart from wheeled ones, only had one role, versatile. That was despite them differing significantly from one another in terms of capabilities and playstyle.
Wow, Wargaming, great joke, great joke. We need to give a credit for this.
To highlight their variety and help the matchmaker avoid pitting light tanks designed for different combat tasks against each other, we're introducing 3 separate roles for them starting from Tier 6. The Scout role will go to vehicles better adapted to passively spotting a...
Okay, first things first. We can clearly see what Wargaming is doing, but I think Wargaming is misplaying things quite a bit. Spotters or scouts, fair play. Those premiums is okay. The Monty line is okay. Wheeled Ferraris is okay. This line is kind of out of question in my opinion. I do not know what Wargaming was smoking, but I think, once again, for me, what is the most dominant, let's say, tier 9 light tank? Like, that can do damage and that can fight. Straight up LT 54. Straight up, without any doubts whatsoever. It can take a bit of the beating, it can bounce and whatnot, and now it's... Why? Once again, this is how my brain works and this is how it looks like. I agree with everything in this side, but this line, I don't really think it should be spotted. One more thing that I really need to add, which I understood a bit later on after I did the video recording. ELC even 90 would be matched against LTTB, which is absolutely nuts. It just can't go this way. So one more thing to add to the problem which we may have is ELC even should be matched only against ELC even. It is not fair to have ELC even in one team and T92 in another team, or to have ELC even in one team and to have LTTB in the other team. So Wargaming needs to figure out how to solve this problem and to do some sort of last-minute change, if you will, because other than that, it is going to be pretty much kaku show, if you will.
Through their concealment and view range, as well as those that scout actively thanks to a low profile and high maneuverability. Support light tanks will include vehicles that use their mobility to quickly move across the map, provide assistance on different routes, and deal damage at the right time.
I understand why every and each light tank is over there. I do understand that.
Versatile lights will be ones that can do a little bit of everything. Spotting, supporting allies with damage, or finishing off opponents with low HP.
I feel like LT100 belonged in the last category, but maybe that's only me.
A substantial overhaul of light tanks' roles called for targeted tweaks to the characteristics of a lot of lights, starting from Tier 6. The majority of vehicles have only received improvements, while others were nerfed in some areas and buffed in others.
Yikes.
Field modification will also correspond better to each role. Scouts will get its previous iteration with updated permanent bonuses. For other roles, besides permanent bonuses,
There is quite a bit of the wrong things over there, in my opinion. For example, for light tank, why would you, or for spotter, why would you need hull traverse speed or dispersion, or even track durability? I think it's a bit of misplay from Wargaming side, but once again, those are very tiny bonuses, so I don't really think it will matter in the end of the day, honestly.
Besides permanent bonuses, dual modifications will change at tier 7 and 8. This will help bring out the strengths of each vehicle.
I can promise you that, once again, field modifications will be remade instantly whenever this patch will go through, and I will rate every and each light tank for the index page. So stay tuned for that. There is going to be a lot of information coming.
Vehicle even further. Previously installed modifications that are affected by the changes will be automatically reset with full compensation in credits. We've also increased the level of detail on damage received models for several light tanks, improved the handling of a number of other vehicles, and, in certain cases, adjusted concealment parameters to reflect their actual dimensions. Even so, each light tank will still enjoy variety in its gameplay. Scouts will still be able to cause damage, and support tanks will still be able to spot. And of course, the new role system will affect how the Matchmaker works. After the update's release, the Matchmaker will start considering the new categories of light tanks and aim to balance them by role on both teams.
And once again, speaking about this balance by both teams, Wargaming messed up. I really want to highlight this very, very, very heavily. If you are looking into all the tanks over there, so that means by Wargaming logic, Manti is the same level as T100 by spotting. It's not. It is not the same level. It never been the same, and most likely it will never be the same. The size difference, the capabilities are different, and whatnot. For damage, T100 is better. For spotting, Manti is better. So this is where Wargaming is missing the big mark, at least in my opinion, that they do not understand this, or they do not want to understand this.
In addition, starting from Tier 7, there will now be no more than 2 light tanks in a single team. Wheeled tanks have been assigned the Scout role, together with tracked ones, but they will still be only matched against other wheeled tanks. The exception is the VCS 6x6. It's classed as a versatile light tank due to its hefty dimensions and lower mobility, which set it apart from other wheeled vehicles. All these changes will make teams more balanced, but at the same time, you'll still have the freedom to choose your tactics, and it will be easier to unlock each vehicle's full potential.
Okay.
If you haven't battled in over...
Okay, we get the general point of all of this. Some things are better, some things are worse. I truly want to highlight one most important thing to Wargaming side before they went through. Wargaming, what you need to understand that the difference between the Manti and between T100 does exist. T100 should be either in versatile branch or wherever else, together with the Ergashem Flipwagen. Manti should be a light tank. That's what I think. This is how I see this. You let me know, fellas, in the comment section down below. Do you think that Manti should be matched against T100 equally or not? That's one thing. Now, they have changed the parameters of 33 vehicles, and we will go through the most of them now. We will check it out, what is good, what is bad, where the changes goes. And I want to highlight one very important thing where gaming made a decision to improve the EBRs, so Ferraris. Ferraris will have more hit points. Ferraris will have better view range, which, in my humble opinion, is a bad decision from our gaming side because Ferraris were powerful even before that. But once again, that's only me. So now it's going to be simply easier to get maximum view range, which is 445 meters. Let's start everything from the bad news. This is bad news. I think it's bad decision. People have a very bad taste in their mouth because of the Ferraris. It's harder to hit them. For the folks who doesn't have that better reaction, or alternatively who just simply has slower PCs. So that is a bad decision, although some people may think that it is not a big deal. So let me know in the comment section down below. Now, this is one of the worst things, in my opinion, that Ferraris are getting buffed. But anyways, Borken is receiving a bit of the nerf and a bit of the tweak. The speed is nerfed, the traverse speed is nerfed, although more engine power and tiny touch more hit points. Plus on top of that, the tank is more accurate, more hit points, but a bit of the reload time messed up. Once again, it's very hard to say, is it buff or is it nerf for this particular tank? I think it is a nerf because of the high explosives. So officially, Borken, at least in my opinion, is getting nerfed. So that means expectation values will go down. And that means if you have Borken for yourself, what you want to do, you want to get Mark of Excellence up to 92-93% and to leave it. I think you will get Mark of Excellence automatically afterwards. Was quite a bit of the buff, everything buffed apart the turning speed, not a big deal, honestly. In my opinion, it's great, especially the gun depression, because this tank was a stinker, in my opinion. The Tessak, pure buffs all over the line, good, because I think that Mr. Tessak was to the weaker side light tank before, and very substantial buff is the 250 HP. That's quite big for a light tank, honestly. Very good AMX buffs all over the place, more hit points, better accuracy, more speed. It's just good things all over the board, and this is the main reason why I need to rate all light tanks, because they are definitely changed. Flipwagen, quite a bit of the nerf. It is turning slower, it is slower tank overall, less horsepower, and once again the most substantial one what I see over there is unfortunately the high explosive penetration nerf. This tank was sweet and sexy because of this. So in my opinion, Wargaming is messing the Flipwagen line, at least that's what I see. Sheridan, a lot of buffs overall, but alpha damage nerf on the standard shells, if I understand this properly. Other than that, quite a bit of the buffs. Once again, I do not know how necessary is that, but there is that. And T100 light, buffs, tiny touch of the nerf, which is irrelevant, buffs, and even more buffs. So pretty much the tank will become significantly better. But once again, spotting capabilities for gaming, this is not great stuff. Manti is still its own beast, at least in my opinion. Now, looking into the tier 9s, what do we have? Quite a bit of the buffs for the Chinese, for a Chinese light tank. And where the nerf goes, honestly, it's not even a nerf. It's alpha damage buff. It's completely fine. The most important thing that the tank is going to be faster, the tank is going to be more accurate, and the tank will have a bit more hit points. Plus, on top of that, the gun depression was a pain in the butt for this vehicle. So that's good, no problems there. Shelma, a lot of changes on the paper. In reality, I don't really think it's that substantial. You are just becoming a bit more accurate and a bit quicker overall. And obviously the hit points change is good, but other than that, not much to talk about. 3090, irrelevant change, kind of irrelevant change, more hit points good. a bit of the nerf for the reload time of the stock gun. Once again, not really that relevant with all honesty. Panhard, once again, Ferrari is getting buffed, better view range, more hit points. Once again, I don't think that community will love this that much. Ru is getting obliterated as well. View range is nerfed on the Ru by quite a big margin. Camo is nerfed just a little bit. Unfortunately, the high explosives, I think high explosives are getting slapped as well from 102 to 70. Once again, the German light tanks, I have a feeling that Wargaming is thinking that they are overperforming. So I would say in the grand scheme of things, the Ru is nerfed. Speaking about the XOR buff, nothing too crazy. T49, a lot of changes over there. Camo nerfed a bit, and once again, looking into very important thing, alpha damage is getting nerfed of the T49. A lot of green, but this green doesn't mean that much in my opinion. You know what matters alpha damage, and this is quite a bit of the nerf. So T49 enjoyers enjoy it while it lasts. It's not going to be as good afterwards. Now, this is interesting. What I really wanted to highlight for you that Wargaming is not thinking thoroughly about the changes, or the guys that are working in Wargaming for this, they are not seeing the most important thing. T54 lightweight is obviously armored tank, right? And once again, to put it as a spotter in the spotter classes, all your mission is to do passive spotting. In my opinion, it's kind of stupid. Once again, and look, armor still stays the same, so you can kind of brawl with this light tank and you will be matched against Gusor, which doesn't have DPM, doesn't have absolutely anything, and in the same time, it's just slower, right? So looking into all of these things, lightweight is getting mega buff for speed. It is retreating quicker. Turn speed irrelevant. You won't even feel this. At least I wouldn't. Significantly better horses. Significantly, quite a bit better view range. Quite a bit better camo and better gun handling. I mean, it doesn't make sense how those tanks can meet each other and you think that it's going to be okay, because I truly don't think it will be, right? Moving down to the tier 8s was actually, you know what? You know what, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I think most of the people are interested in the upper tier, so I hope I covered them all for you, right? Because if I will keep talking about every and each tank, it will take another 10 minutes or 15 minutes. So whenever we will raid the tanks, we will write everything in the index page, so you will know absolutely everything. Now, what I'm still interested in, Ferrari. Ferrari got more hit points, better view range, better camo. But I don't think that many people are having problem with the tier 8 Panhard. Right? How about ELC even? Did they touch a DLC even? No, they did not touch TLC even, so it's okay. Luckily, their tank isn't buffed, right? So all and all, is it a good change for a game? In my opinion, yes, it is a good change in the game. If you remember, we made a YouTube video, the problems with World of Tanks matchmaking in the start of the 2026, so Wargaming is doing something. That is good. It is still missing quite a bit of the things for perfection, at least in my opinion, right? Some tanks are mismatched and whatnot, and I hope that Wargaming will understand this, and I hope that they are going to realize that it's not a fair matchmaking T100 Lite against the Manti. But once again, that's only me. Please, fellas, whoever is watching this video, and if you want to have your input into all of this, please leave your comment down below. I believe Wargaming employees may check it out, so please do that. And that being said, thank you very much for watching. Exciting things are coming to the World of Tanks. Busy season, very busy season. season, right? A lot of rebalanced changes, a lot of new vehicles in the game, and I am more excited than ever to play the game, believe me or not. Even today, on the schedule, I had 6 hours stream to stream, right? And I did 10 hours. In other words, I feel very, very good about the game, even though the game is far away from being perfect. And if you are curious how my head works and you would want to see or just simply know how do I motivate myself to do what I do, leave the comment down below. I will check it out. If there is going to be a lot of people who will ask for that, maybe we can do that as well. Anyways, love you all. Thank you very much for watching and see you very, very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.